Hello everybody, today I'll be talking to you about hardware. Now to start off with some terms and definitions, and you can look at the photos on the right for reference. Astragals, a molding attached to one or both meeting stiles of a pair of double doors in order to prevent drafts. Automatic actuation devices, building components such as doors, shutters, dampers, fire curtains, and the devices for automatically controlling their movement in the event of a fire. Backset, the horizontal distance between the face through which the bolt passes and the center line of the knob stem or keyhole. Butt hinge, a hinge for a door or the leg secured to the butting surfaces rather than to the adjacent sides of the door and its frame. Closures, they control the opening and closing of a door. They can be surface applied, concealed in the head of the door or frame, or recessed in the floor. Cylindrical lock, aka board lock, a lock consisting of one hole through the face of the door for the lock and lever, and the second through the edge for the lock, constructed with a cylinder that a locksmith can easily unscrew to facilitate rekeying. Deadbolt, a lock bolt that is moved into position by the turning of a knob or key rather than by spring action. Door seals, a resilient or flexible material used between matting surfaces to provide a weatherproof seal. Double action butt hinge, hinges commonly used in barrier-free openings so the door can be completely removed from the opening, allowing use of the full width of the door frame. Escutcheon, an architectural item that helps to protect a lock cylinder from drilling or snapping and the surrounding area from where it also prevents any bugs or dust from getting into the house or the room. Faceplate, a protective plate as one surrounding electrical outlet or light switch. Kick plate, a metal plate fastened to the bottom of a door to resist blows and scratches. Knuckles, the part of a hinge through which the pin passes. And on the photo on the right, the knuckles is the center part where you see the pins. That's a picture of a hinge right there. Leaf, a hinge, sliding, or detachable part such as an extension to a table. Latch set, devices for holding a door, gate, or the like closed, consisting basically of something or sliding into a catch, groove, or hole. Lock set, an assembly of parts making up a complete locking system used on a door, including knobs, plates, and a lock mechanism. Mortise lock, a lock housed within a notch, hole, or groove, or slot made in a piece of wood or the like to receive a tenon of the same dimensions in a door or the like so that the lock mechanism is covered on both sides. Now I put two pictures of a mortise lock to better exemplify what it actually is. The left picture is the entire lock set, and on the right it shows how the mortise lock works. Panic hardware, or a panic exit device, is a locking device installed on an exit door to release the latch when the crash bar, which extends across the width of the door and disengages, latches at the top and bottom is pushed. It is used when required by the building code for safe egress of a large group of people. Pivot hinge, a hinge that pivots at a single point. Also, a concealed hinge for inset doors that uses a bushing placed into the horizontal cabinet members above and below the door, with a pin coming down from the hinge into the bushing. Strap hinge, a hinge with two long straps. One strap is fastened to the surface of a moving part, and the other is fastened to the adjacent stationary frame. T-hinges, a hinge that looks like the letter T when it is opened, similar to a strap hinge, except that one strap has been replaced by half of a butt hinge that can be mortise flushed into a stationary frame. Strike plate, a metal plate affixed to a door jamb with the holes for the bolt of the door. When the door is closed, the bolt extends into the hole in the strike plate and holds the door closed. The strike plate protects the jamb against friction from the bolt. Unit lock, a lock set whose parts are permanently combined and which can be applied to doors as a single unit. Now the method of measurement for hardware. An exterior door uses a hinge that is about 4 inches long with 4 holes on each side. And an interior door is different. It usually has a hinge that is 3.5 inches long and has 3 holes on each side. Measuring the size of your door, whether it's interior, exterior, cabinet, is helpful when purchasing the hinges and locks, so then you can know exactly what is appropriate for the project you're working on. The advantages and disadvantages. Hinges are what allow doors to open and close with little effort and effectiveness. So certain material used for hinges, like steel, will corrode faster than bronze, for example, and may be a disadvantage if chosen. A lock increases privacy and security for our possessions, our family, and for ourselves. But some locks are more difficult to install than others, and if you don't feel like doing it by yourself, then you may require professional help, which could be a hassle. To specify hardware, some things need to be considered. The door construction, door weight, door width, and door closures, and the frequency of its use, if it's interior or exterior, if there's high traffic or low traffic, and the finish of the door needs to be considered. Also, the lock and handle specification, it will mostly rely on functionality, but also the finish material and personal preference or style, and the building code if there is any. Now, installation, this is just a step-by-step process that I found online, and instead of just reading through this, I'll let you guys watch a video that was put out by Lowe's to show how to install a lock set.